The epic adventure of Gideon, described in great detail in chapter 6 of the book of Judges, unfolds on a dramatic canvas that illustrates not only the interplay between faith, doubt, and personal transformation, but also how these elements are interwoven within the context of the challenges and struggles of a people. At the heart of this narrative, we find the Israelites, a people plunged into the depths of despair and oppression under the yoke of the Midianites, an invading force known for its brutality and for leaving scorched earth in its wake. This situation of subjugation and anguish is not just a backdrop for the events that will follow, but a sharp reflection of a community that, having drifted away from its roots and beliefs, cries out for redemption and relief from its suffering. The oppression of the Midianites manifests in acts of vandalism and destruction, stripping the Israelites of their crops and means of livelihood, plunging them into an endless cycle of despair and hardship. This scenario of desolation and misery motivates the Israelites to raise their voices in a heartrending plea to the heavens, imploring divine intervention for their liberation. It is in this discouraging landscape that the figure of Gideon emerges, initially presented as a man of humble lineage and the youngest in his family. His discovery, busy threshing wheat hidden in a winepress to evade Midianite surveillance, symbolizes not only the palpable oppression that the Israelites were suffering but also the atmosphere of fear and distrust that permeated society in those dark days. The narrative takes an intriguing turn when an angel of the Lord appears before Gideon, greeting him as mighty warrior, an irony that is not lost on Gideon, given his vulnerable position and skeptical attitude. This greeting begins a series of dialogues that will transform Gideon and alter the course of Israel's history. Faced with the magnitude of the task of liberating his people, Gideon expresses his doubts and fears, questioning his own capacity and the presence of God amidst Israel's tribulation. However, it is through this interaction that one of the deepest truths of faith is highlighted: the importance of dialogue, questioning, and the pursuit of divine confirmation. As the conversation between Gideon and the angel unfolds, a call to action that seems insurmountable is presented. Gideon is charged with the monumental task of leading Israel against the Midianites. In response to Gideon's disbelief, God provides miraculous signs that not only serve to strengthen Gideon's faith, but also to prepare him for the challenges he will face. This process of confirmation and acceptance culminates spectacularly when the offering presented by Gideon is consumed by fire from heaven, eliminating any vestige of doubt in his heart and marking the beginning of his transformation from a man plagued with uncertainties to an inspiring leader. The preparation for the subsequent conflict and the strategy to confront the Midianites reveal another fascinating aspect of the story: the reliance of faith over numerical strength or conventional power. The divine instruction to reduce Gideon's forces, first by eliminating those who were fearful and then selecting a mere handful of 300 men based on a criterion as mundane as the way they drank water, underscores the teaching that victory in life's battles depends on trust in God, not on human logic or numerical superiority. The battle against the Midianites, fought with unusual tactics that included trumpets, jars, and torches, not only highlights the creativity and faith in the divine plan, but also how cunning and unity of purpose can prevail over brute force. The victory of Israel, achieved without conventional weapons and with a significantly reduced army, not only demonstrates the sovereignty and power of God but also acts as a catalyst for rekindling the Israelites' faith in their divine protector. This feat, where the enemy is defeated by their own confusion and fear, undoubtedly marks a before and after in the perception of divine power and providence. The victory, however, is just the beginning of Gideon's transformation. Throughout his journey, he evolves from an individual full of doubts and fears to become an emblematic leader who not only guides his people to military victory but also leads them toward a period of peace and stability. It is in the epilogue of this feat where another significant twist in Gideon's life, and by extension, in the social dynamics of Israel, is revealed. When asked to assume the role of king, Gideon rejects this offer, underscoring a profound message of humility and recognition of God's supreme authority over human affairs. This act reflects a deep spiritual maturation and the understanding that true leadership lies in serving others and being accountable to a higher authority. However, the story of Gideon also warns about the complex nature of faith and the temptation to stray from the path. The creation of an ephod with the riches acquired from the Midianites, although well-intentioned, eventually leads Israel down the path of idolatry. This development serves as a somber reminder that even in victory and celebration, there is the danger of forgetting the lessons learned and straying from the principles that underpin success. The story of Gideon concludes not only with his death, but also with a swift return of Israel to idolatrous practices, highlighting the human tendency to forget and the constant need for renewal and reminder of our dependence on divine guidance. Gideon's saga is essentially a chronicle of redemption, not only for him as an individual but for an entire nation. Through his experiences, we learn about the importance of faith, humility, obedience, and responsibility. The story highlights how even in the darkest moments, the light of hope and guidance can be found by trusting in a force greater than ourselves. Thus, the life and achievements of Gideon remain as a powerful and enduring testimony to the complexity of human nature, divine fidelity, and the possibility of continuous transformation and renewal. In summary, the story of Gideon in the book of Judges is rich in themes and lessons. From the divine selection of an unlikely leader to the miraculous victory over a formidable enemy, through trials of faith and temptations of power, the narrative is a profound study on the relationship between man and the divine. Gideon's transformation from a common man full of doubts to a leader capable of acting with unshakable faith offers a powerful teaching on trusting in a superior guide, even in the face of disbelief and fear. The story is a reminder that true strength comes from faith in God, and that despite human weaknesses, it is possible to achieve the impossible with His guidance and support. And so we reach the end of this presentation. Thank you for being part of our channel, a space where we seek to share divine wisdom and reflections on faith. I send you a warm greeting and a strong hug. Until next time, and may God bless you.